Welcome back. Let's now continue our seasonal coverage of Chunjie Spring Festival 2019. China on the move. Today we bring you a special series about migrant worker Mo Youjian's journey home. Our reporters have been following his journey by motorcycle for 7 hours. And soon, Mo will be arriving back at his family home. Well, you can watch the live stream of his story on our new media website, or you can follow us through other social media platforms with the hashtag Spring Festival Rush. Well, they departed from China's southern Zhaoqing city in Guangdong province early in the morning, and they're now heading to the village of Guling in neighbouring Guangxi Autonomous Region, where Mo will celebrate the festivities with his family. The distance between the two is around 250 kilometres. Mo, who's 19 years of age, is the youngest of 5 brothers and sisters. He's worked away from home for 3 years and he's currently employed in a furniture factory. Well, hours ago they drove past the city of Deqing in Guangdong and they're soon expected to arrive home. So, with Mo Youjian just minutes away from finally arriving safely at home, let's talk to our reporter Ge Yunfei, who's been with Mo's family over the course of the day. He's at the family home in Guling village in the southwestern Zhuang Autonomous Region of Guangxi. Hello to you, Yunfei. So after a long day of waiting, his family is now ready to welcome him back home. I guess they're pretty excited, aren't they?
Yeah, very, very exciting. Yeah, hi Jeff, I'm now in Guling village, the hometown of Mo Youjian. After a long day's wait, we are finally near the end of the journey. And my colleague Omar just told me that they are already in the village. They are about to be here for the arrival in about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm now with Mo Youjian's family. And Mo's family is a very, very big family. Most of the family members are here. And this is Mo's mother, Zhao Yanzhen. Hello. Yeah. Mo's mother, Mrs. Zhao, has been busy for a whole day making preparations for his return. And this is his little niece. Very cute, right? Hello. 你期待有见哥哥的回来吗？叔叔回来吗？要期待是吧？最期待什么？他给你带礼物是不是？是。Yeah. And she is anticipating some gifts from Youjian. And this is Youjian's grandpa. And he is 90 years old. Hello. Yeah. And this is Mo's brother, Mo Youjian, and he has been with us in the daytime. Yeah. In China's Spring Festival, over 2.9 billion trips will be made, and Mo's journey home is just one of them. And you can see that this village has 2,000 people, and half of the population. We're hearing the sound of the engine, and he's here. Yeah. We're finally here. A great success of returning home. A very sweet moment. Yeah, and very touching pictures. Now let's give them some time. Made it. Yeah. Congratulations, you finally made it, and you're still alive.
Yeah, I am still alive, absolutely, yeah.
You have been riding on the highway for over 7 hours, right? So how do you feel about that?
Well, to be honest, when we started the day this morning, there was a sense of excitement. We were at the Zhaoqing service station. Everyone is getting ready to leave, packing their stuff. And me and the youngster, we were excited. We were going to be hitting the road. Both for him, he comes home once a year. So this is a big moment. For me, on my end of things, I'm going to be sitting on this 19, 20-year-old boy's bicycle in the back, I was a bit worried, but overall it was a great trip. Of course, in the middle, we spoke with his family. We got to exchange some heartfelt messages. That was fantastic. But towards the end, of course, I asked him, how are you feeling? He was getting tired. Yeah. So for anyone who rides a bike, he was going his hands on the handles. In that position, sitting like that, eventually he was getting exhausted, but we just saw a beautiful moment here in his hometown.
Yeah, we know that in the past 40 years, China's economic miracle builds on the devotions of China's migrant workers. After this journey, I can see you will understand the hard work of them, right? So how do you feel about their hard work and their lives?
Yeah, so when we were in Zhaoqing, you could see a lot of these people in Zhaoqing. These are migrant workers from adjacent provinces surrounding Guangdong. And like you said, 40 years of reform and opening up, that was celebrated last year. Guangdong has fueled, for those 4 decades, Guangdong has been mainly behind that. And to make that economic growth, you have to think, what did they need? And that's people. So this yearly human migration, the biggest in the world, that was amazing to see, amazing to take part of. It was completely different from what we've seen from our colleagues up in Beijing and Shanghai. You know, they're at airports, they're at bus stations. Here we're on the road. And on the road, I thought it was going to be a bit more busy with more bikes, but it was smooth sailing. It was a clear road. It was safe. We had no issues. We had one pit stop, grabbed a bite to eat. And as you can see, I've been wearing a helmet all day. My hair is a mess, but I think the viewers will be okay with that.
Yeah. It's the first time for Mr. Mo Youjian to ride his bike home, and it's also the first time for Mr. Omar, Han, and me to participate in such a big live show. And back to you, Jeff.
It is indeed, and we have to remember, of course, that millions of Chinese have to leave their hometowns and travel to the other side of the country to manage to earn a living, and Spring Festival really is their only chance to go home. So it is a big deal. Omar, a question for you. You're live reporting from the open road. It's been going on for hours now. It's given you a little bit of hat hair, but never mind, and it's managed to raise quite a bit of interest on social media. Many of those people have been asking a few questions, but the question that I've been seeing the most of is why migrants like Mo Youjian, with you on his back, have been deciding to motorcycle home. Why don't they just return home via train or aeroplane?
Well, first off, Jeff, I don't think I can ever have hair as good as yours, but to get to your question, for a lot of the people from Zhaoqing going into Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region, I spoke with some of them, of course with Youjian as well. First off, you have to look at the terrain. From that western area of Guangdong into the eastern part of Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region, it's quite hilly. And for those people who are watching my live stream, I was trying to give them a look with my handheld gimbal that there's a lot of mountains in this region. So the sense of convenience of getting on a bike and going straight from your workplace or from where you live to your family's home, that's a lot easier than, let's say, taking a flight. We all know taking a flight, once you land, you got to get your bags and you got to get a taxi. So it's a bit, the time consumption is also another concern. And then also, of course, the tickets. We all know the Spring Festival travel rush. Those tickets weren't, for people moving or going back home, I should say, those tickets weren't bought last week. They were bought months ago. And for a lot of these migrant workers, the way their work is, the way their jobs are, is that they may find out in the morning that, hey, this afternoon, get out of here, go home, spend time with your family for the Spring Festival, the celebrations. So I had a lot to say right now. I still have a lot more to say, but I'm going to save that for my upcoming live stream alongside Go Yunfei, who's still going to be joining me. So I'm going to send it back to you in the studio, Jeff. Enjoy the Spring Festival.
Okay, Omar Khan and Go Yunfei, I hope they save some jiaozi for you. For now, thank you very much indeed. Well done, Omar. And that's it from this edition of The World Today. From me and from the entire team here at CGTN. Bye-bye. Thank you for your company.
Okay, now we're entering the...
I believe we are live with our new media stream. Yeah. Again, Go Yunfei, for those who are watching on TV, explain this has been a major operation, both from a technical side, from an operation side. We have multiple cameramen, we have cars. It's been an incredible experience. So I'm going to
let's take a look at our behind.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at our team, who are enjoying a cigarette and
just jump off the screen.
Yeah, gotta run away. They're enjoying a cigarette. They're enjoying their hot tea. They've been working hard.
Device. That's all we depend to set the signal out, right? Yeah. The whole teamwork is very hard, and this is the family. So let's talk to them.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah. Let's talk to our main character here, Youjian. 现在感觉怎么样？回到家了 ？How do you feel right now after getting back home?
感觉回到家 就放心了嘛，没那么担心了。
You feel very secured and safe at home. So if you have anything to say to your mother and father, what do you want to say? 如果你想对爸爸妈妈说的一些话，你最想说什么？
我想说，爸爸妈妈，我回来了，让你们担心了，我回来陪你们过年了。
The biggest thing he wants to say to his mother and father is that finally I am back and I will accompany you to here in the Spring Festival. Yeah.
All right, Stacey, I have a few questions. So if you could help me, we've been chatting all day. It's been a bit of a struggle sometimes trying to communicate both in English and in Chinese. We wanted to know a bit more about this youngster, about Youjian.
Yeah.
If you were able to help me out and ask, in his daily life, let's get to the simple things. What does he do in his spare time? What does he do with his friends? What does he do after work?
你平时最喜欢你有哪些爱好？平时跟朋友们都喜欢玩什么？有哪些？介绍一下你自己相关的朋友们。
想光中啊，下了班就有空和那些朋友或者同事出去吃饭聊聊天嘛。平时有时候放假会跟他们去看看电影啊，然后没什么就在宿舍，基本看电影或者看电视。
After work, he likes to go chatting and having fun with his friends. And his biggest hobby is to going to see movies. So what kind of movies do you like? 你喜欢什么样的电影？
电影。
什么种的电影？
什么样的电影？
有很多啊，有鬼片啊，或者喜剧啊，或者其他的等等等等。
Okay, I have one more follow-up question here. 你是会去老家坐摩托车，然后你之前告诉我，你去年是坐车，所以我想问一下，为什么今年你坐摩托车？等一下，我翻译。So I'm asking him. We were talking about this earlier in my live streams that this year it's his first time going home by motorbike. Last year he drove a car, and I wanted to hear why did he make this choice? 所以为什么你
Before that, let me add to that.
Greenface gonna add? Go ahead.
And let me translate his previous
Go
answer.
ahead.
He likes ghost movies, he likes comedies, and he likes cut movies, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
那个为什么你今年会去老家坐那个摩托车？
因为今年我买的是一台新车嘛，这台车很酷，然后我就想开摩托车回来嘛。
So he just said this year it's a brand new bike. He saved up for it, and he just has a feeling that I wanted to get home, and it's a cool bike. It's a cool experience for him to come back.
Now let's take a closer look.
Yeah, let's go ahead. 我们去看一下你的摩托车，过来啊。All right, we're gonna go take a look at the bike. Again, I'm here live, myself, Omar Khan and Guo Yunfei. We're in Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region. For those people at home, again, remember you can watch our live streams on all of our platforms. That's Weibo, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and of course our CGTN live stream app. And here's a look at the youngster's bike, Youjian's, a brand new bike. It's beautiful. I got to ride on this for several hours.
Do you know how to ride a bike?
Guo Yunfei just asked me, do I know how to ride a bike? And it's a bit of a shameful answer. No, I do not how to ride a bike, but I'm able to sit. He also can't ride on the back.
And he can be a teacher for us, right?
I think we just found a teacher. If any of us want to
告诉我们怎么样
learn how to ride a bike, he can be able to teach us. But anyway,
Tell me how to do it.
for those who have just tuned in, I'm going to try and get in the shot here. For those who are tuning into this live stream, Youjian and I, we just got back here. You had seen his family waving to the camera. We had been driving all day. You can see I have my crazy hat hair. Guo Yunfei on the other side. He got to hang out here with the family, see what kind of food they were preparing. We're going to be getting into that food. I'm starving. Can't wait to have a bite.
And
Go ahead.
yeah, some viewers may ask, what's the price of this cool bike, right? Is it
You
expensive?
can ask him. Go ahead.
这辆车多少钱？贵吗？
一般吧，1万多。
1万多是吧？
Mm.
Over 10,000
Around 10,000,
yuan.
yeah,
That's
10,000
about
RMB. That could be
1,000
a bit more than
$1,500, right?
close to $2,000 I would say.
$1,600,000, right?
No, that's okay. That's
Yeah.
not too bad. All right. So I've been throughout my day of my live streaming on the back of this bike, I've been getting questions, and one question I keep getting is why people go back home on this bike, or why is there such a big migration of motorbikes from Guangdong province to the adjacent provinces, and for those who were watching earlier, I'm going to give you the answer again. Again, we were filming here. You could see it's a mountainous region. So for this bike to be able to go through these narrow paths and to get home, that's a big convenience. There's no need for a car, getting out of a train or a train station, even an airport. that'd take forever to get back home. Another thing is a bike, 10,000 RMB. You don't have to pay any tickets. You go at your own pace and at your own speed. That can be done easily. And of course, getting a ticket. This time of year, getting a ticket, those should have been bought several months ago. That's not something you'd be buying a few weeks before your journey home. So there's a few reasons to why people take a motorbike to get home. It's not to say that China's road infrastructure or high-speed rail, which is phenomenal, is lacking. It's just for those reasons of convenience, and of course, it's a bit cheaper to get back. Anyway, myself and Ge Yunfei, we're starving. We've been here, I've been on the road. Please stay tuned. We're going to have one final live stream in the evening. We're going to clarify the time on that, so stay tuned to all of our platforms. You're going to see us one more time once everything is prepared here. But for now, on behalf of Ge Yunfei, I don't know if we're going to go back for a moment. Hold on quickly. We're going to sign out. I think I'm going to sign out on behalf of Ge Yunfei. Unless he wants to join me in the shot, I think he wants to join me. I think we've done a good job. Yeah, we've done a good job. I think we deserve some praise.
A great companion and a great colleague.
A great companion, great colleague. Anyway, for myself, Omar Khan, and for Ge Yunfei, thanks for tuning in. We'll have more updates throughout the evening.
Stay tuned in 2 hours, right?
In
we will
2
be
hours.
back at 20.
At 8:15 Beijing time.
8:15 Beijing time. Yeah.
Take care.
See you.